Hey. um yeah. So hope you guys have enjoyed your day. Today I just wanted to speak on something, right? That was just bothering me just a little bit. And again, I don't mean to be all up in y'all face like this, but it is what it is. So anyway, so right, I'm supposed to be going on a trip tomorrow morning, right? Um and of course I'll be flying, right? So um yeah, so again, just continuing on with some of the nonsense that's been going on in my life lately, especially when it comes to all of this um, techie stuff that I feel plagues me to a certain extent. And yeah, so I'm feeling good about it. I'm going shopping today. I'm buying me a couple things. Hold on. Look, see? All up in your face. Sorry. Um, I ended up going shopping or whatever, buying a couple things I needed to take. I had promised my daughter that I would take her to the movies, right? And so I've been just having this feeling she really didn't want me to go. She was upset about it. And so to make her feel better, I told her I would just take her to the movies or something. And in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, just in case some old shit happened or something, let me go ahead and just take her out because she's been, stressed out and everything a little bit. And, I just wanted to do something, I guess, to have fun. And somebody mentioned that they had watched that Godzilla movie. And I'm like, I'd be into those. So that's the one that we chose to go see. And there's a lot of symbolism, so many things in that movie that I want to talk about, even things that, again, have to do with what I'm talking about now, with the whole like Godzilla and King Kong fighting with each other, but they were both like pulled out of their peace by um, entities, and they were basically fighting against each other. So, like, this is not anything they chose to do, that this was being led by other beings. And then, they have the AI or techie, um, whatever the thing was that came out. Um, and then they realized that they weren't fighting against each other. I mean, that they're really not the real enemies, that, it's that tech giant that was the real enemy. And so, at the end of the day, I have been feeling good about the trip, but there was a couple of things that popped up in my feed because we know how the algorithms work, and we know they want you to see what they want you to see and everything like that. So I had seen something the other day that made me second guess the trip, right? So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? No, well, because I wasn't initially supposed to go. I was supposed to actually do a favor for somebody that turned into them saying, hey, that's already taken care of. Go ahead and come, with me or whatever. Would you want to come? And so I'm like, it sounds like a good idea. I've been dealing with a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be nice. Let me go ahead and just go. And then, people in the house were like, oh, I think something's going on in Florida with, like, I guess they shut some things down during spring break or whatever. And so they were talking about that, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to be a problem, things like that. But then we're in the movie, and the movie, the shit is happening now. It's not happening where I was going to be going, right? But um, it was close enough. It was close enough. So, again, last night, okay, I don't know. I was just feeling a sense of something last night, a lot of activity, during the night, just a lot of activity, in the skies last night and things like that, that had me paying attention or whatever. But the thing that got me today is something came in my feed about airplane ticket, wishing I was home. Whole thing with the damn movie with Kong had to do with him wanting to go back home. Shit, sometimes being on this planet, dealing with these people, you feel like you don't belong here and you want to go back home, right? So, you know, um, there was a couple of things that stood out to me, just like funny stuff, like coming up about like 9/11 and, planes crashing and, little stuff like that, right? And I couldn't help but it just in my, regular daily scroll. Okay. And I'm thinking like, well, is this something trying to fuck with me? Like, is this something that just don't want me? I was already feeling the feeling of, something just don't feel right. So to have that stuff come up my feed, I'm just thinking like, okay, so is that supposed to make me not want to go on my trip? Initially it didn't, initially it didn't, but after thinking about it for a minute, I'm like, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So after thinking about it for a while, I'm like, hold on, maybe this is something, what I'm saying? If intuition, what I'm saying, when it comes to my intuition, I don't like to really argue with it. Sometimes I'll force myself to do something, sometimes I'll force myself to do something when it feels like I'm not supposed to. But then, what happens when you do that? It's always something that happened that, and again, it's late. I ain't did no makeup. I ain't did nothing with myself really today. I just threw on something, to run some errands and stuff. But the reason why I'm saying this is, I don't know. It's just something funny. It's a reason why I saw the video yesterday and wanted to go see the movie. Again, there's funny stuff that be going on, right? Like, it was just so funny because as we were watching it, my daughter was like, "Oh, I kind of feel like I'm Godzilla," you know what I'm saying, or something like that, and she was like, "I wish I had like superpowers or something where I could turn into something." She was just joking around or whatever, and I'm just thinking like, you know, there's something to when I woke up this morning, I was just feeling some kind of way. So again, I don't know if this is just like, what I'm saying, some kind of uh not a premonition, but something that would help me decide if this is something that I should really pay attention to. The fact that there are certain like there's certain things that happened to Kong in that movie that I could relate to. And then the physical things that I would think would be some of the blows that he took that struck me immediately, because when I woke up this morning, for some reason, I was very sore. My shoulder, I've had this headache, it's just like really drilling on me, all day. What I'm saying? My eye has been hurting, and it's been bothering me or whatever all day. And my daughter was like, "Oh, when we were watching that movie, Kong had something wrong with one of his eyes." So again, not to say, but I'm just saying, like even just feeling heaviness in my chest, like it felt like I was fighting. It felt like in my sleep last night I was fighting somebody. You know what I'm saying? You know how that feel. How you feel after you have a fight. So it felt like I had a fight or something in my sleep. And so all of these pains that had been plaguing me for the day, it just, when he was getting those blows, I don't know, it was just reminding me of those particular things. And so it kind of was just like tripping me out just a little bit, Um, and I just don't know. Just it being the same state, just other things that are going on too that make me think like, I don't know. But again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. The reservations again, just with all the things going on, I did second guess the trip, but it's too late, to it. I was supposed to have until today to cancel, but for some reason it won't let me cancel. Even when I was trying to book the tickets, right? Even when I was trying to book the tickets, something was going on with the computer, and like every 3 seconds, like I know that on those type of websites that the prices change rapidly, but again, not that damn rapid, because I usually go through these type of sites when I'm booking my stuff, all the time. And so I just thought it was very strange. I was having so much. It took me like at 2 hours or more to book this room and the flight. And so it was just kind of like there was like some resistance there. But again, all in all, I'm gonna sleep on it. I think the flight leaves pretty early in the morning. But just in case y'all don't see me back on here, right? You'll know. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Um, trying to just give some real time things as to what's been going on. I do want to go into that movie a little bit, but I think I need to sleep on it just to pick out the things. I should have been writing notes when I was watching it, but I wasn't. But there's some things that really stood out to me about the whole narrative, the whole movie. Yeah, that I was paying attention to, and I don't know. Maybe we'll just go into that later. Maybe not. Yeah, I just wanted to do that video because I just wonder if anybody else be experiencing things on this level. you know, um, Again, I'm very vigilant. I pay attention to details. I pay attention to everything. Like everything, even just I just can't even watch normal movies and things anymore because, the whole time I'm seeing like the underlining story here. Like you can learn a lesson from a lot of things. And again, we already talk about the fact that they display lots of things in their movies. And so again, I think when you're dealing with that type of and I'll even just say it's a form of second sight. Whenever you hear a story or see something and you can see a correlating or an underlining or whatever, because most people are just, again, not these days, because a lot of people are, paying attention. But if you'll notice that most people used to go to the movie just to enjoy themselves and just to kind of escape from troubles. That's what I used to do. I used to go to the movies by myself like every Tuesday, when I used to enjoy them like that. But I don't know. I think most people go for the entertainment. They get, whatever. They're not making correlations and they're not seeing all different layers in the storyline, unless you're really somebody that is a seer or paying attention like that. So anyways, yeah, I just thought I wanted to get that off my chest. And this headache is really killing me. And, I just don't know what I'm going to do. You know, um, is it worth it? Like, it's just like some of the things, man. It's just like, why now? Why now is this coming up in my shit? Like, why? So I don't know. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm really feeling some type of way. And I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just go ahead and still go. But again, it's not if I'm still feeling funny in the morning, I'm just gonna stay my butt right at home. And it's not even to mention that I went to the where did we go right after? Oh, the gas station. And uh somebody pulled up and no, it's not the gas station. Where was I at? What did I do? Let me think. Ah, when I called to try to cancel the reservation, there was a song on talking about I'm sitting at the train station, I got my ticket and all this other shit. So again, even when it comes to frequencies with the radio stations, I notice that if I'm thinking about something or if there's lots of things going on that I'm wondering about and that I'm paying attention to, when you go into different places, pay attention to the music that's playing. Pay attention to the music that's playing, because I feel like some of us are on a certain frequency. And I think that, with a lot of these stations that are just playing, it's not like CDs are in them CD changer anymore, like how we used to have those 5 disc changers. No, they're on some kind of wave or whatever. They're on some kind of like Pandora or something like that, where, music is just coming in and coming in without limited commercials, I would think. So again, I noticed that in the song was like I told you, it was talking about going home. It was talking about this feeling, all these strange faces and all this shit. It's just, I don't know. And that's the thing. When you're too observant, sometimes it's just a lot, especially when you're now dealing with different energies, like outside of yourself. You're dealing with stuff, within the way you think, the way you see. Certain people do have gifts where they're able to interpret certain things. And again, it's just, yeah, there's nothing I'm ever doing where I'm not paying attention, So again, I'm just rambling now. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. But I wonder if any of you ever wonder or ever experience anything like that, where you feel like just everything in the universe is just, speaking. I know we talk about how how the universe gifts us things, in order to understand things in this realm, right? But at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of like speaking to you, right? And most of the time, like with intuition and things like this, these things end up coming to play. Or I say, oh, that's why I was feeling like that when this happened. Or that's why, oh, damn, that song was this song. So again, I don't know. I'm thinking, and it's late, and I do have to get up early. But I'm really thinking about second guessing the trip. And that's sad because I was hoping I was going to get some sun and have a little fun and things like that. But I guess that's just not going to be maybe the case. And even if I do go, I did make sure I did. Usually I don't really mind if it's nonstop, or if there's a stop. But this time I really was adamant about making sure that it was a nonstop flight because I just was feeling some kind of way. And I don't want to end up getting on the flight and be feeling that kind of way, the whole time. So again, I'm not going to let it bother me too much. If I feel like I want to cancel it, I'm just going to cancel it. If I feel like I want to go, then I'm going to go. But, I think that my point is some of us are forces on this plane at this moment, and you do have to watch your back. You have to watch your back. And again, some of you don't even know how powerful you are. Some of you don't even know the gifts that you have. These people in the lab, they know all about you from birth when they take samples and they place things within your body. Again, we have this vaccine out now, and people are taking that. There are things within that again, be careful. Be careful. Be careful with, you know what I'm saying? They want to know. They want you to have a card talking about flying and stuff, and if you got this vaccine or whatever. My thing is, am I going to have to start asking people, have they gotten the vaccine before I start dealing with you? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to have to start asking people, have you had the vaccine before I take anything that you say seriously? Or, I don't know. Before I can know if I can trust you. See? Because again, a lot of these things, knowing and unknowingly, people end up doing. With all these towers and stuff pinging off of each other and pinging off of the minds of people that have things recently introduced into their bodies, or maybe they've been had them. But, I'm just saying, like, I be just paying attention and not just be thinking. So, again, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.